Good evening. My name is Shakespeare from Central City, Iowa, and I would like to talk to you about the idea of starting a foundation to help fund free clinics, shelters, help find unemployment for disabled people, and a possibility of help to fund a cure for neuromuscular diseases. Now, I hope to get some doctors and lawyers interested in this, and I'd like to hear some opinions from people that use the shelters and the clinics and people that have neuromuscular diseases. The reason for doing this is in the end of 1992, my friend became paralyzed after contracting spinal meningitis, and I worked on a business plan to start an internet socializing site, and it was to bring the world closer to her. And the site was to help fund free clinics, shelters, help fund a cure for neuromuscular diseases, and to employ disabled people. To give all those people options that they wouldn't have otherwise. Now, everyone has heard of Facebook, but you don't know that the creation history is not what you've been told. Mark Zuckerberg stayed at my house after he got in trouble at Harvard. He bought himself a school bus and was going to turn it into a schoolie and live in it at college at Iowa State after he got in trouble. While he was staying at my home, I was a monitored witness over a 9/11 pre-event that happened in 2000. He offered to help me get the site online, help find me the investors. But then Mark Howitson, the attorney, convinced Mark that he should use my intellectual work and offer me a percentage. There was an agreement done, there was witnesses. And in that agreement, for him to use my intellectual work, he was still to fund free clinics and shelters, hire disabled people, and help find a cure for neuromuscular diseases. But that's not what happened. In the original agreement, for him to use my intellectual work, so he was to owe me 15%, and he was to donate to free shelters, clinics, help employ disabled people, and help fund a cure for neuromuscular diseases. And if he didn't, then he was to owe me 20% return. And then I would take part of that money and put it back in the community to fund free clinics, shelters, help fund a cure for neuromuscular diseases. But I don't know how I would have found a way to employ people, because that's what the site was supposed to do. So what I would like to do is I would like to start a foundation based on that history. My theory is that if people would see what was supposed to be and what people would have had and what they didn't get, maybe companies would come forward and donate to that foundation, for it could still happen. What do you think of that idea? Now, when Mark went to, when they had the battle over Facebook, and Mark started and Priscilla Chan started the Chan Initiative, I thought originally the Chan Initiative was going to be that, for they would donate to free clinics and shelters and help find a cure for neuromuscular diseases, but they never did. After the court hearing, the battle over Facebook, which he did call me during the court hearing, wanting me to give a statement that I gave him my intellectual work, and I refused to. After the hearing, nobody ever heard of me. According to the lawyer, it was his free and clear, and I have nothing to do with it anymore. Mark left me completely broke. I have a neuromuscular disease. I have Emery-Dreifuss muscular dystrophy. Now, when Mark was at my home in 2003, my health was really bad. But I didn't know what was wrong with me. I kept on going back and forth to the University of Iowa. And then after Mark stole my intellectual work, because he never paid me a return, I wound up going to those free clinics. First I went to the University of Iowa and got on state aid help, and then I started going to those free clinics. Now, when I was young, I grew up during the farming crisis, and I had to give out. I helped out give out the government cheese and and the bread and the cereal and the oatmeal and all that. I seen lineups. I saw lineups for the food a mile long. And I tell you, I have been there. I have seen people. I'm going to the free clinic. I know people that go to the free clinics. I know people that go to the shelters. Now, I used to do security work, and doing security work, I got to see a lot of the poor, the people living off the streets, and I got to listen to them and hear what they had to say. So, give it a thought, people. I really would like to start this foundation. So, but the truth is, Mark left me totally broke, so it would take a lot of people coming together to help me to start it. First off, I don't have no way to afford the legal fees. And being totally broke, maybe I'm not the person who should be starting it, but on the other hand, with all the experiences and the background of what happened, maybe I'm the perfect person to start it. Let me know. Thank you.